morning, everybody. We're going to have a great class today, Pyro Express. So we're going to go a little bit harder at the beginning rather than doing our traditional grounding, cat-cow. So hopefully you're a little bit warmed up just in terms of having moved around a little bit today. Maybe this is a little bit later in the morning for you or later in the day. That would be great, just to make sure you've got a little bit movement in your body already. We're going to start today actually on our sides. So bring yourself down, come onto your forearm, and we're going to start kind of in a supported side plank position. So lift out of your shoulder, extend your bottom laying down leg long, top leg up and over, put your foot flat on the mat. Now again, lift out of your shoulder, other opposite hand in front for stability, and in just a little while it's also going to be used for support. So let's start first with some inner thigh work. Strongly flex your bottom foot. Make that leg nice and engaged, and let's just lift out of the shoulder. Let's just do some lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. And of course, we're in Florida, so you might see me fighting off a few mosquitoes today. It's been a little rainy, so we've got some mosquitoes floating around. So inner thigh, and again, you want to lead not with your heel, not with your toe. Have your foot exactly parallel to the floor. So work on doing a lift and lower with parallel foot to the floor. 4, 3, 2. Now hold at the top. Now lift with the heel. Up, 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 up. Leading with the heel. Toe is down. Lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift hips up, bottom leg down. Hold at the top. Pulse hips up, up, up. Lift, lift. 8, 7. Work that side body. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Top hand down. Roll to plank. Extend left leg back. Bring it in. Roll to side. Center, step back. Center, side. Center, step back. Center, side. Good. So just rolling on those left foot toes, right foot toes. Last one, step back to plank, bring it up to high plank, hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit it down to the knees, right away, roll it over, opposite side. Left forearm. Come into that supported position, bottom leg long, top leg up and over, foot flat, lift out of your shoulder, and again, making sure that that bottom foot remains parallel. Lift out of the shoulder, lift, lower, working inner thigh initially. Lift up, lower down, up, and down. Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, a little bit of a rain shower here. 4, 3, 2, hold at the top. Heel leads, lift it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bottom leg down, arm comes up. Lift those hips in, lower. Lift the hips in, lower. So pressing down through the foot, but more importantly, pulling up through side body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay lifted. Bring it down. Roll it back to the plank and back again. And open. So right hand just used for some gentle support, not really much support. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back into that plank. Bring it up to high plank. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it back, downward facing dog. You can pedal out those feet if you need to. Then bring it back to that plank and find your position. Puff up between your shoulder blades. Hands under shoulders. Pull in through your abdominals and press your heels back strongly. Eyes slightly forward. Flat, straight line through the back side body. Press back through your heels. Strengthen your calf muscles, strengthen your thighs, while simultaneously strengthening your abdominals. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the knees down, just a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, look up to the ceiling, feet up, chin up. Exhale, round into yourself, pull in through the abdominals, press down through the knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pull in, one more round. Inhale up. Exhale in. Nicely done. Side planks, we're going to keep it relatively simple today. Let's come straight down onto the side. You can support if you need to, otherwise top foot in front of bottom foot. Top hand, reaching with the elbow up to the ceiling. Stomach in nice and tight. One rotation, one crunch in. If you need to support, it's at the bottom. One rotation, one crunch in. So here we go. We've got about a minute of this. Nice and lifted. Here we go. Let's bring it down. Rotate in, crunch at the top. So these are not about speed. These are about alignment and strength as well as precision. So work from, if you're on your left elbow, you're working from your left side body. And then as you crunch the knee in, you're then adding right side body as well. Follow the line of your elbow with your eyes as you twist down, working that side body. Crunch it in, twist it down, and in, and down, elbow to the floor. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold at the top, little hip bumps, bump up, up. Stay lifted out of your left shoulder, left palm down, hips go toward the sky or ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, roll onto your back, T's are 100. Back support. For back support, we've got some tricep dips today, so hug your knees into your chest. Inhale, arms go wide, legs go long. Exhale, sweep it up into your teaser. Chest lifted, tailbone under. Reach your fingertips for your toes. Long legs, chest up, tailbone under. Long legs. Modification is to have hands under the thighs. Long legs, eyes toward the toes. Reaching here. Bend one knee, straighten. Bend opposite knee, straighten. Just working a little bit of control here. Opposite, both legs. Tap and lift. Both legs. Tap and lift. 2 more. On the last one, lift your legs higher, lift your chest higher, hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug knees to chest for the 100. Lift your head and shoulders until the tips of your shoulder blades are off the mat. Extend your fingers long behind you. Hover your hands above the floor, legs go long, and lower your legs to the point where your low back remains on the floor. Look at your abdominals. Start pumping your arms. Inhale, 5 pumps. Exhale, 5 pumps. Longer legs, chest is lifted. If you've got tight hamstrings, you can offer a soft bend in the knees, but try to make your legs as long as possible. Lift your chest, lower your legs a little bit more, peel your chest up higher. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going. Chest is lifted, eyes on the abs. Now calm the pumping. Lift your chest another inch and hold 3, 2, 1. Hug knees to chest. Nicely done. So rolling on up, we've got tricep dip variation today. So fingers face you. Lift your hips up to a tabletop position. From that tabletop position, hug right knee in, extend right leg to ceiling, and with your fingers facing you, elbows pointing straight back, just bend the elbows and extend. Bend and extend. Down and up, reaching right toe to the ceiling. Again, if you've got a tight hamstring on the right side, you can soften that knee just a little bit. Otherwise, try and go straight. Keep the hips lifted. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower hips, lift. Lower hips, lift with straight arms. So working more like we do the muscles when we're doing a bridge. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay lifted. Right leg down, left leg up. Bend and extend. Back to the tricep dips. We're doing both sides only on the first set. No second set of these. So this is your one and only chance to work into these. Press firmly through your right foot. Left leg extended. Again, you can soften that left knee if you've got a tight hamstring. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms stay straight, hips lower, hips lift by pressing through the right heel. Working right seat, right hamstring. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. You can roll over to your opposite side. I'm going to continue to face you, so I'm going to change my orientation on the mat. We're back to those side planks. So come on to your right elbow. Again, top leg in front of bottom leg. You can stay at the bottom of your mat if you need to. Hand behind your head. Otherwise, lift. We've got one rotation, one crunch in. One rotation, one crunch in. Now, if you've got a sensitive knee, especially on the long supportive leg side, you can put that knee down and do everything from this side. You just have to be a little bit more mindful about effectively using the strength through your side bodies. Woo, that sun is strong this morning. Pull in, reach long, all the way in. So, and again, if you can take it all the way up, take it all the way up. Almost there, keep it going. You can see here I've got weights and a stretch band. Those are always optional for you. You're welcome to use those additionally in any movement. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay at the top, reach the arm, pump those hips. Up. You can keep hand behind the head if that feels good for you. You can reach the arm long if you like. That's a nice reminder to really lengthen and lift those hips for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. We've got another teaser coming up this time. We're going low boat. So hug your knees to your chest. Sweep the arms overhead. And this time as you exhale, lift up just to the tips of your shoulder blades. Just the tips of your shoulder blades rather than on your tailbone. Very similar to body position in the 100. Now let's move the legs. Right leg down. Right leg up. Left leg. And up. Right leg. Left leg. Both legs. You may not be able to bring them all the way down. That's fine. 2 more. Last one. Hold at the top. Just bend the knees. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. 2 more. Last one. Hold it here. Moving right into the 100. Grab behind your thighs. Lift your chest a little bit higher. Look at your abdominals. Lengthen your arms. Start pumping your arms for the 100. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, as far as the back support goes, we already did both sets on the first round. So after this, we don't need to do any of those tricep dips. We don't need to do any of those single leg tabletop bridges. So work everything you have right here in the 100. Lift your chest higher, legs a little longer. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll your head from side to side. And now we have 3 one-minute rotations, but 2 different exercises. So that's going to equal approximately 5 to 6 minutes total. We have a low boat single leg and bridges. So we're going to come back to some of the things that we were already doing. So we've got our low boat, single leg. One leg in, one leg extend. One leg in, one leg extend. Coming off the mat to the tips of the shoulder blades. If that's a little much, you can bring both legs in, both legs long. You may find that to be a little more simple for the movement. So you do the one you want. Try to do single leg. And then from there, feet go flat and we go into bridges. Now, if you want to add a little bit to your bridges, you can take your light hand weights and you can add those to your pelvis. That additional weight will just be a little bit more for your body to lift against gravity. Totally up to you. So we're going to start with our low boat. So lay down on your back, starting with front side body strengthening. Hug knees to chest. Lift your head and shoulders. Extend both legs. Find your low boat first. Nice long legs. Chest lifted. Again, if you've got tight hamstrings, soften your knees. If you've got a tender neck, you can rest your head, but you have to be sure that your low back stays on the mat. From here, it would be one leg in, extend. Other leg in, extend. If you can elevate your head and shoulders, lift your head and shoulders, look at your abdominals. One leg in at a time. Nice and precise. It's not like we're riding a bicycle or running. We're very purposefully placing one knee into the chest and then re-extending the leg long. Again, tender neck. You can always rest your head, even if you don't have a tender neck. Holding your head up in that position for that length of time can sometimes cause some tenderness. So you can take a period of rest with your head as you continue to work the abs via the legs. And then you raise your head again when you can. The nice thing is that we'll be moving into the bridges where your head is rested. Now when you extend the leg, fully contract the thigh. So as you lengthen, give a nice tightening of the muscle at the end. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that low boat. I was going to say hold that bridge, but we're not quite there yet. Hold 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, feet flat, rest your head. If you're going to add weights to the bridges, this is the time to do it. Weights on the abdomen. Now if you don't have weights, water bottles, canned food items, those work as well. Feet hip width distance parallel, feet flat on the mat, hands on the weights if you've got that, otherwise hands flat on the mat, and we lift with a squeeze and lower. Lift with a squeeze and lower. Now once you work into your rhythm, start to be mindful about what's happening at the foot. Are you rotating inward or outward on your feet? Try to keep your feet perfectly level on your flat surface if possible. Drive a little bit more through the heels than the toes, but don't roll to the outsides, don't roll to the insides. Try and keep that even across the right, left side of the foot. Up, squeeze, lower. Up, squeeze, lower. We've got some variations both on the low boat and the bridge as we move through this. Again, traditional PyroPILATES, we do approximately 8 minutes of front and backside strengthening with 4 rounds. This is Express. We're going to do just a little bit shorter than a minute, and we've got only 3 rounds. So you'll do these 3 times each. And lower. Up, squeeze the outer hips in, lower. Just a gentle tap of your hips to the mat, just touching the fabric of your clothing to the mat, not really resting your muscles, your skin, the bones, not really resting on the mat at all. Again, pay attention to the feet. They might have started to change positions. Parallel, hip width distance, even from left to right foot, weight in the heels. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower hips, take the weights off right away. Bring yourself into that low boat position. Here in the low boat, we've got knees bend, knees extend. And in bending your knees and re-extending, that offers you the opportunity to have a little less distal weight on the body, which means it's a little less taxing during that moment when you've got the knees bent. So what I'd like you to do is challenge yourself. After you bend the knees and you re-extend the legs, don't bring your legs so high. Challenge yourself. Bring the legs a little lower than feels comfortable. We're not here for comfort. Make sure your low back remains on the mat. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Again, same thing. Tenderness in the neck. You can continue to move the legs from the abdominals without the use of the head and neck. It's a little more effective when you can see the abdominals. You can see down the line of your body. 4, 3, 2. Hold this low boat. Nice hold. Lift your chest. Tailbone under. Legs long. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, feet flat, hip width distance parallel. You can re-add the weights, although they are not necessary this time. Take your hips up, shoulder blades touch the mat, nice straight line, and we've got little pulses. Up an inch, down an inch, up and down. So we're working only within a 1-inch range. Very small range of motion, keeping the heat on the seat and the hamstrings. So we want very little downward motion. We want to maintain contraction for as much time as possible. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Again, it's a tiny range. It's barely moving, but you are in control of both the upward motion and the downward motion. It's a lift and a lower for 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to go double time. Keep it up. Pulse it up, up. Squeeze, squeeze. This time with a smaller movement, even smaller than before. Emphasis on the up. Drive the hips up through squeezing the seat in. Pulse up, up, up. You've got it. Press down with the feet, up with the hips. Keep it going. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower hips. Back to that low boat. Now, if you've got hand weights, you are welcome to add those hand weights to your low boat. No hand weights, no problem. Find that low boat, lift your chest, legs go long, and it's a single leg bent knee tap this time. Tap, extend, tap, extend. So not lowering the leg, not bringing it down, just a bend at the knee, maintaining the same line with the top of your leg, the quadricep, the femur, and just bending at the knee. Same thing, rest your head if necessary. And up, and up, and lift. Legs as low as you can go while maintaining connection. Low back to the floor. You've got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that low boat. Lift your chest higher. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug knees to chest. Nicely done. All right, you guys. Feet flat on the mat. This time, wide legs. Toes slightly off the mat. Heels still on the mat. You can add the weights if you want. This time, with the wide legs, we're hitting the outer hips a little more. Here we go. We go up and down. Lift and lower. So on that lift, keep your knees separate from one another. Don't allow your knees to come into the midline at all. Normally, we're very focused on the midline of the body, but for this purpose, we want to keep the knees open. With the knees open and away, the hips drive in and up, and that's what we're looking for. It's a lift and a lower, up and down. Press, drive through the heels. Keep the weight even from the left to the right side of your foot. Take it up and down, lift and lower. I gotta scoot down a little bit. I'm sliding right off the mat. And lift. Again, no weights, no problem. Your body weight is plenty to lift off the floor. Remember, using our body weight against gravity is great for helping to increase bone density. 8, 7, 6. We're going to hold at the end. 5, so don't hold that body down. Hold it in the up position. 3, 2. Stay lifted. Squeeze more. Little pulses, little pulses, little pulses. Purposefully putting the contraction in that outer hip. Press through the heels. Squeeze at the top. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. No weight. Then put your hands flat on the mat. If you've got the weights, hold them so they don't roll down into your face. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips. Hug your knees into your chest. Nicely done. Completed that section. We're getting ready to move now into the high intensity portion. So you are absolutely welcome to use some weights during this portion. If that's too much for you, drop the weights. No weights necessary. I'm going to roll up my mat during this portion so I've got plenty of space. Again, abbreviated version of class today. So rather than 8 full Tabata rounds, we're going to be doing 6 Tabata rounds. So our first one, we've got elbow to knee. Support on one leg, opposite leg back, arms reach long, pull in, extend. Notice my foot touches the floor at the back. It's not this. It's a deep lean forward so that your body weight must be supported by your static leg. Opposite leg comes in and pull. This one, get your form and then go for speed. Get set up. You can add hand weights if you want. We're going to do 3 on the right, 3 on the left. Put your left foot forward first. Right leg steps back and begin. Pull in, step back. Now, if you've got the hand weights or if you're using even ankle weights, you could do that. It may slow your movement down a little bit because you've got more that you've got to reach away from your body. So if you don't have weights in hand, I want to see you going a little bit faster on this. You've got to get that heart rate up and recover. Hold your position. 10 seconds to recover. Same leg. Don't go anywhere. We're going to do 2 more on this side. Reach your arms long, leg long. Get set up. Let's go. reach, full extension. Almost there. You've got it. 7, 4, 2, 1. Recover. One more on that side. So this leg should be feeling it. I know it's not moving. That's the whole point. It's supporting your body. Arms long. Get set. Let's go. So just because you've got a body part that's moving doesn't mean that that body part that's moving will be the one to feel the work as much. Here you should feel it in your left thigh, your left seat, and if you're using the hand weights, you're going to feel it in the arms too. And recover. Switch legs. Right leg forward, left leg back. Set your body up in position. Get ready, and go. Pull in. So working here, right thigh, right seat, getting some range in the shoulders, the hip, as you work. Recover. 2 more on that side. Woo! Working up a sweat out here always feels good. Arms reach long, leg reaches long, and let's go. Full extension of the arms, even if you have the weights. Work to reach those arms as long as you can in front of you. Now, if you don't have the weights, I want to see you really working the speed. Work the speed, work the speed. Pull in, tighten through the abs. Reach the arms long, recover. So weights, a little slower, more precise. No weights, add the speed. Here we go, last one. Pull in, press out. Again, strong bend in your right knee. Body weight leaning forward over your right leg. Keep it going. Keep it going. Three, 2, 1, recover. Nicely done. Next one. We've got squats with a reach and a side hop. If you have anything going on with your knees or ankles, eliminate the side hop. You can take a side step. So it's touch, squat, reach, and either step to the hop to the side, or squat, reach, step, squat, reach, step, alternating left to right. It's basically a squat jump is what we've got. Weight stays in your heels, bottom goes back, hop to the left, hop to the right, or take the modification. We've got 6 of those. Get set up, and let's go. Reach, squat, reach, squat. So take that body all the way down. Again, modification, step, step, step. Always chest lifted, weight in the heels, eyes forward, seat back. Get that bottom as low as you can. That's why you're touching the floor with your hands. That's going to get your bottom down. So again, here we go. Get set up. Let's do it. And that side to side just gives you a little bit more opportunity for control. And recover. Ooh, take these 10 seconds to breathe. Allow your body to come back to normal just a little bit. Get set up. Again. Reach. And your hop, it doesn't have to be big. We don't want to do tremendous high impact movements. We don't really want to jar the joints. So I'm working on turf today. A little bit softer landing. You can double up your mat to create a softer landing. You can do it on carpet, or you can do the step. As long as your body's on the mat, fully, it's not high impact. Once we start to jump, lift the body off the floor, then we've moved into high impact. That's a little more jarring on the joints, also a little bit more cardiovascular. So you decide what's right for your body today. All right, 2 more after this, 2 more after this. Here we go. Woo! Touch, reach, touch, reach. Making sure to get down low enough that you feel your fingertips touch the floor. Keep your legs wide, lead in the heels. Here we go. Almost there, recover. All right, so the good news is after this, we're gonna go down, we're gonna do a little bit of abs before we get back up on the feet. So here we go. Let's do it. This is your last one. So give it everything you have. Land heel toe, press through the heels. Almost there. Recover. Awesome work, you guys. All right, let's take it down onto the mat. We're gonna do some abs, then we'll be back up on the feet. So, on the back, we've got some supported single leg stretch. Forearms, lift out of the shoulders, knees come to the chest, reach long. We kind of have that theme today of extending one leg while pulling one leg in. So lift out of your chest, get set, let's go. Doesn't matter which leg you start with. Try to bring your legs nice and low. Lift out of your shoulders rather than sinking into your shoulders. Anyone can do this. Strong PyroPILATES athletes, lift chest, reach legs long. Point your toe to encourage the muscles to lengthen and strengthen, recover in a long shape. Trying to create some long, lean muscles rather than bulky muscles. Lift out of your chest, get set, and let's go. And again, it's not riding a bicycle, it's not a circular motion, it's a bow and arrow. It's forward and back. It's along a single plane, One leg goes forward straight, the other leg bends in, knee to shoulder. Chest lifted, keep it going, and recover. You can set your feet down on the recovery. I like to just hold my legs in position. It's less energy to use over time. 3, 2, begin. So after you complete this one, you'll have reached the halfway point with these. Reach nice and long, nice and long. Lifting through the chest, out of the shoulders. Recover. Down to the final 2. Woo! Feeling that cardiovascular benefit. Here we go. So remember, the more you elevate your heart during these movements, the more your body seeks to recover the oxygen and all of the positive chemicals that it needs to balance out your body and sustain during these high intensity movements. So after you finish these movements, recover. Your body is still searching for that. Therefore, you continue to burn calories and metabolize once you complete the work. So work hard now and go and get all of the benefits even after your final recovery period. When you go back to work today, if you're resting, if you're doing some housework, paying bills, still metabolizing, still burning calories, even though you're no longer doing this exercise, because you did it hard enough while you were doing it that it counts even after. And recover. We've got one more to go. This is our last one coming up. Lift out of the chest, tight abs. Let's go. Last one. Now the lower you make your legs, the farther you send your legs away, the more abdominal strength you're able to access, able to use. You're already doing the movement. Make it a little bit harder. Get the full benefits. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Back up on your feet. We've got one more to go. So, starting in a lunge to awkward pose, lunge, lift, lunge, awkward, lunge, arabesque. So when you do that arabesque, don't pull your hip back as you lift the leg. Keep your hips forward, just lift the leg straight back. In doing so, small range of motion, but we're going to be working really tight into the seat. Same leg 3 times, other leg 3 times, left leg comes forward first, and begin. Lunge, step together, lunge, lift. So just like the first exercise, the left leg is static, so the left leg will receive the majority of the work here. Recover, same leg, same thing. Step your right leg back, get in position. See if you can bring that knee a little lower on the lunge. And let's go. Step together, lunge, lift the leg. Step together, lunge, lift. Eyes forward, proud chest. Almost there. 2 more seconds. Recover. We've got one more on that side. Ooh-wee. All right. I'm going to start with my knee nice and low. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Down, together, down, up, and back. So my real focus is not so much how much I'm moving the right leg. It's keeping my body weight centered over my left leg, so my left leg has to work really hard to support all of my body weight. So I'm loading my body weight on that leg. Time to switch. Get set up. I think it's time to switch. Well, if it's not, we'll figure it out in the end, and we'll do another one on the other side. That's the good thing. You can always fix it as you go along. So again, keeping my body weight over my right thigh, that gives my body, my leg, an opportunity to hold up all of this weight. Step it back. And again, hand weights, feel free to add the hand weights if you want. Bring them up, reach, step back. However you want to add the hand weights. For me, I feel like I've got enough today. This additional heat outside, it adds an extra element to the cardiovascular side of things, creating a little more challenge for the body as it works to cool itself. So, left leg back, right leg forward. Let's finish this off. This is the last one. Five more. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Good news, guys. We are now down onto the mats. So let's bring it down onto the mat. Let's finish up here. All right. So we've got some twisted sit-ups. If you're feeling fatigued, you'll want a stronger bend in the knees. If you're feeling a little bit stronger, legs go out, even to the point where they're all the way out. Most of us need a little bit of bend in the knees, especially at this point in class. Hands are clasped. They can be prayer position, fist over fist, interlocked, however you want it. Round down, come up with a twist. Round down, other side with a twist. Okay? Here we go. Let's do it. Down, up, twist. Again, now that we're out of the cardio portion per se, we're focusing a little more on form and movement. Recover. So you don't have to focus on speed. Focus on doing it right and feeling it in all the right areas. Get set up for the next one. Go. So toes up, heels down. And we all use a tiny bit of momentum to come up, but use as little momentum as possible. Initiate the movement from the abdominals. 3, 2, 1. Recover. We've got 2 more that we're going to do in that traditional way, and then we're going to add a little twist on the twist. Let's go. Up with a twist. Nice big twist. And whatever direction your hands and chest are going, follow with your eyes. When you follow with your eyes, your body is more likely to make better use of that twist and really move into that twist. Recover. One more just like that, and we're changing it up just a tiny bit. Hands in position, starting either from the down or the up position, doesn't matter, and begin. Use your abdominals and recover, recover. So next one, start in the down position, twist to the right, and just lift your shoulder blades off the mat, pulsing toward the right. Let's go. Pulse, pulse, pulse. I want you to pull this shoulder down into your waist, tighten that area up, feel it in your right side body. Try and lift your right shoulder blade off the mat, toes still extended to the ceiling, slight bend in your knees, eyes follow the line of your upper body. Pulse, 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 and recover. Rest your head. Woo! We got one more to do just like that, but we're doing the other side. So here we go. Lift your chest, lift your head, twist to the left, and go. Again, squeezing the side body. Squeeze from your shoulder, your rhomboid actually, the outer edge of that rib cage, all the way down to your left hip. Pulse, pulse. And recover. Next one. We've got some clamshells, but they're a little bit unusual today with your clamshells. So for your clamshells, turn to the side, bend your knees, and we're gonna elevate in those clamshells. So lift your hips off the mat, elbow under your shoulder, top hand behind your head, so there's no additional stability. All the stability is coming from here. Let's keep the feet together, open top leg, close. If you want to amp it up, you can add a stretch band to the bottom of the thighs, just above the knees. Open, close, open, close. Keep going. Top hip stays level over bottom left hip. Nice even movement, single counts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now stay at the top, pulse it up, pulse open, open, open. Now the entire time you're also working this hip, you're also working right underside body by staying elevated off the mat. Pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here's your challenge. Stay open, lift out of the shoulder. Bottom leg comes up, lowers down, comes up, lowers down. Lift, lower, keep it going. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, switch sides. Oh, my mat has gotten away from me. I'm gonna pull it all the way down. All right, here we go. So switching sides. Find that clamshell position, lift, hand behind the head, bottom leg comes down, take it down and up. Open, close, top hip stay steady, left elbow under left shoulder, side body pulls in and up, close, open. Feet stay connected. So your top foot, it just rolls on the inside edge of the bottom foot. Close and open for 4, 3, 2, stay at the top, pulse it up, pulse up, up. Emphasis on the up, up, lift, up, up, up. You got it, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stay lifted. Bottom leg, close, open, close, open. You can do it, you can do it. Get those hips off the mat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh. Lower down. Good job, you guys. Last one. Back to those toe taps, but not from a low boat. This time, you're going to have to pay real close attention to your legs. Lift your head and shoulders. Hands behind your head. Knees over hips, no closer than your hips. And your legs never make a smaller angle than 90 degrees. So it's not a bend of the knees. Knees start at 90. They never come in smaller than 90 degrees. Here we go. Lift your chest, one leg at a time. Let's do left leg. Tap, return. Tap, return. You got it. Left leg only. Lift your chest higher. Low back stays down. Switch your legs. Right leg, take it down and up. Lower and lift. We are almost to the end of this run. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternating. Take it right and left and right and left. Never bring the knees closer than your hips. Keep them away for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Legs together. Lift your head a little bit higher. You can put your hands on the mat if you need more stability. You can rest your head if you need more stability. Both legs, take them down and up. They might not quite reach the floor. If you're really using abdominal strength, it's going to be almost impossible to touch that floor. Lower and lift. Keeping 90 degrees at the legs, no smaller than 90. You've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold that 90. Lift your head and shoulders. Reach your arms long, palms facing in. Pulse up, up, lift, lift, reach. This is your final count. You've got 8, 7, a little higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest your head, hug your knees into your chest. Nicely done. Oh, you guys, great work today. Put your feet flat on the mat, wide as the mat. Arms can go out to a T. Let your knees fall to the left or to the right. A nice way to gently stretch your quadriceps. You probably felt your quads a little bit during that last ab exercise as well. So giving your right side quad a stretch as you bring your knees to the left. Now switch sides, bring your knees to the right. Anchor your shoulders. Knees fall to the right, stretch through your left quad, and you can turn your head to the left. Come back to center. Bring your feet a little further away from your body. Soles of your feet come together. Allow your knees to fall open. Now, if this is a little bit much on your hip, you can take a couple of rolled up towels and put them under the outer edge of your knee so that your legs have something to rest on and you can really relax. And then close your legs, rock yourself up. Final one. We're going to continue to work the hamstrings. So if you've got tight hamstrings, you maintain a soft bend. Over time, we're working to straighten the legs, lift the chest, lengthen forward over the legs, stretch the calf, the hamstring, the seat, and the low back. A really nice comprehensive stretch. So stay in that stretch as long as you need today. Great work today, you guys. I hope to see you again soon. Hydrate really well, and so long for now.